Hi, and welcome to another video in the Mallincam series. This video is actually a part 2 video dealing with the stitch command. We've already had a video where we've used the automatic procedure with stitch to produce a mosaic. But in this video, we're going to look at the manual process. So this is a scenario where you have already produced snapshots of a video, or you have images from previous sessions where you've saved these snapshots, and you'd like MallincamSky to combine these images to produce a final mosaic. So let's get MallincamSky started. There we go. Now, since we're going to be using previously saved image segments, you don't need to actually have the camera running. So I'm going to hit open folder. I'm going to go to the folder which has all the little chunks, and I'm going to basically use all of these images. So I'm going to have it open them all, and you can see it's popping all these images inside. There we go. We got 13 or 14 of them, of different chunks of the sky around the Andromeda. Now, recommendation, and I'll keep emphasizing this, try to use the same, let's call it image resolution and gain and gamma and brightness. It just makes the final image look a bit smoother. But you do have the option with the final image of putting it through other software, which will actually smoothen out any misaligned gains and stuff like that. So since we don't have our video camera running, soon as we hit stitch, it will open up a folder and says, hey, these are all the images that you have. So these are all the snapshots of previous images. Which one of these would you like to combine? And I'm going to say, hey, do them all. So I'm going to combine all these. And what the system is going to do is it's going to try to align these images so that where there's enough overlap, it can piece together to create the mosaic. So once you've selected your images, hit next, and then it gives you a whole bunch of parameters. Now, I recommend start with the defaults. And as you become more and more comfortable with your image, you can then tweak some of these defaults. Like, are your images normally horizontal? Are they normally vertical? Or are they a bit of everything, right? Same thing about the projection and how the seams are looking. And do you want it to do an exposure compensation? So, but I'm just going to use the defaults. And the next option gives you some other parameters. And again, you get to play with these, but I'm just going to use the defaults. And I always recommend start with the defaults and then see what that produces, and then go back and play with some of these things to see which works the best. So I've selected the defaults on both of those screens. I'm going to hit finish. And now this is going to take about a minute to do. So it's got about 14 or 15 different images, and the images are different sizes. I just want to let you know that sometimes you can do an image with one camera and combine with the image of the other camera. As long as the star resolutions are about the same, it will do a good job. So it's working its way through, and in about 15 or so seconds, I would expect it to just finish off and align these guys and produce a final image for us. So as I'm waiting and talking, as it's doing its processing. Now, the faster your computer is, the faster this part is in itself. So we're just watching it do its thing. Patience is a virtue. And you get to listen to me yabber for a while, and yabber for a bit longer. I guess this is a good time to go and maybe start a tea. But there we go. So here we have, it's done its job, and you can look at it and you go, hey, that is kind of amazing. Now you see areas where they didn't align a bit over here and a bit over there. And if you had a missing section, that section would be cut out in black. But let me just remind you, these are the pieces. And once it stitched them together, it produced a file name 0001 with the asterisk. The asterisk reminds us that we haven't saved it yet. But there is our final stitched image. Now we have the option of saving it or even going into the image processes within MallincamSky and tweaking it a bit more. Or you could even save this image and take it to some other software outside of MallincamSky. There we go. So hopefully that was useful. It's a very easy procedure. Takes a bit of practice, just making sure you don't miss. And there are software that will guide you in putting together mosaics. It'll move the telescope just the right amount so that you have enough overlap, so that when you get a final image, it includes all aspects of the object that you are interested in. So if you have any questions, don't forget to use our user group. Pose the question, somebody will get back to you. And as usual, clear skies, and thank you for watching.